Good evening, everybody. You're watching Rider Bronx Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, and having another special game here for the Bronx. Might not be a special game night, but another special person up here in the booth with me. A return for 2 weeks in a row. Eric Johnson, welcome back.
2 weeks in a row, going back-to-back like Jordan. After a rivalry game last week, the Bronx are back for another rivalry game, this time against the Delaware Blue Hens.
Yeah, and this is certainly a big matchup as we just got the ACHA Men's D2 rankings coming out today. Rider ranked at 12th in the standings so far this year for the ACHA Southeast Division as we get ready for this one here tonight between the Bronx and the Delaware Blue Hens. Let's look at the Rider starters here for this game tonight. Left wing, DJ Suker, number 14. At center, number 12, TJ Evan. At right wing, number 26, Dom Cercio. At left defense, number 5, Jake Bennert. At right defense, number 27, Nicholas Padula. And who else but number 29, Trevor Givorowski in net for the Bronx.
Big game tonight. Another reason to have Trevor in net.
Yeah, a very, very big game here for this one. And a bit of a scramble for the lines here in this one today. That the first line and second line for the Bronx stays the same, but the third line having some changes with some players being out. Yeoman still out for the Bronx right now, actually doing our second camera for us, so shout out to him. But Eddie Coyne also out in this one today, down in Florida for a work trip. As the Bronx are now down to 4 defensemen here for this one. But moving back to defense tonight, Mark McDermott, the third line center, moving back to the blue line. Anthony Zito sliding into that 3C role. That fourth line now consisting of Edelberg, Kenna, and Marin. As we'll have our starters, the national anthem, and then puck drop here between the Bronx and the Blue Hens.
Between the visiting University of Delaware Blue Hens and your Rider University Bronx. Here are tonight's starting lineups presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, beginning with Delaware. Starting at left wing, number 11, Brendan Sam. At center, number 10, Austin Vecchio. At right wing, number 24, Joe Logan. At left defense, number 7, team captain Matt Crane. At right defense, number 30, Aiden Getz. And in goal for the Blue Hens, number 33, Joey Cooper. And now, the starting lineup for your Rider University Bronx. At left wing, hailing from Brynwell, Pennsylvania, alternate captain, number 14, DJ Super. At center, hailing from Ford, New Jersey, alternate captain, number 12, TJ Evans. At right wing, hailing from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 26, Tom Cercio. At left defense, hailing from Ramsey, New Jersey, number 27, Nick Padula. At right defense, hailing from Toms River, New Jersey, number 5, Jake Bennett. And in goal for the Bronx, hailing from Bensalem, Pennsylvania, number 29, Trevor Givorowski. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise if you are able to and remove your hats. Please remain standing as we honor America and those who defend it with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Always a wonderful rendition of the national anthem here at Iceland. As we get set for the opening puck drop of the first period here between the Bronx and the Blue Hens. Didn't get to mention it in the pregame, but the Bronx sporting their alternates for the first time this season.
We have been in a theory that these have been cursed in years past, but maybe they could shed that tonight.
That would be nice. That would be very nice. As the Bronx looking to start a new winning streak here in this one, looking to win back-to-back games after defeating Drexel 6-3 last Saturday down at Drexel. As we get ready for puck drop, centers Skaden Vecchio versus Evan, the longtime rivals, and we're off. Delaware winning the draw, trying to play in quickly. It goes up into the rider bench, and we'll get a quick stoppage.
Delaware 7-9-1 on the year. The Bronx 14-2-2.
It has been a very, very strong season here for Ryder, as Delaware with another face-off win. That one played back around by Crane. He gets that across over to Wogzich, who dumps in. Vecchio to chase, Padula there as well, as that one gets deflected up into the netting for another stoppage. Two quick stoppages early. I mean, teams trying to figure each other out here, and like we were saying in the pregame, a bit of changes here for the Bronx with only 4 real defensemen in Benner, Padula, Cusimano, and Wainvig, and then McDermott sliding in as a 5th, jumping down from that 3rd line. We've seen a few players in the past do that, primarily David Lee, Christian Warzinski, going back to last year as this one played out now. Stam with it. Into the corner. Tries to get around Padula. Tried to wrap it around to Benner. Padula with it now in his own zone. Padula tries to play a stretch pass looking for Suker. Doesn't have the wheels to get to it, as playing that one away was Hooper. Lays it over to Crane. This one played back up ice the other way there by Stam. Gets it to Vecchio, who lost an edge. Chipped forward by Wogzich as he was looking for the change. McDermott, first shift out on the ice as a defenseman here for this one, as Rauch nearly lost an edge there. Puck played back again. McDermott with it. Across to McKeach. McKeach opts to dump in Rauch and Schneider to chase on it. Rauch sends it to Schneider. Schneider back up to McDermott. Walking, he fires, redirected in front. Goes back over to the top of the circle, and it's taken there by Sharp.
Looking for that redirect on the side. The Bronx have been known to do that very well. Just too much traffic out in front.
Yeah, and we saw McDermott play a little bit of defense earlier in the season. Played a couple shifts up at Lehigh in the first game of the year in the season opener. Played, I think, maybe 1 or 2 other shifts throughout the season, but doing so once again here today. Face-off one back by the Bronx, up to McDermott. He chips it forward, looking for Schneider. Schneider to McKeach, looking to go back to Rauch. Goes to Cusimano now. Cusimano had it, lost it, taken away. Now by Mihalos. Sharp with it again. Puck played across. That one taken up out of the zone by Mihalos. Only got it as far as McDermott as it deflects up into the netting.
3rd time this game, had a puck deflected either into the netting or onto the bench.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a slow crawl for the first 2 minutes of this game. .18:05 left to go here in the period as that one won by Delaware. That shot on the rebound goes wide. Nice save by Trevor to make the initial one, and it's cleared by the Bronx.
It's a good thing the Blue Hens weren't able to get control of that, because they would have had a wide open net to shoot at Trevor.
Quinn tried to feed that one cross to Tomaitis, and now it's taken there by Pape and cleared. Feeds this one up to Blazak. Zito able to keep it in. Jumping up to the 3C spot from the 4C is Zito, as this one wrapped around there by Flom. This one lifted up and out to Penn. On his own, trying to get by Benner. Good stick check there by Jake. As this one's dumped, Padula takes a hit, and it takes a jump up into the bench yet again for another whistle.
Some bodies getting thrown around relatively early.
Yeah, we kind of expect that from these games. I mean, Obviously, Ryder, Delaware, a lot of history between these two. Kind of the same way where it's Ryder, Delaware, Ryder, Maryland, Ryder, Rowan. All those rivalries as Marin takes a hit and Kenna lays one as well. Shook all the equipment up here in the booth as this one lofted around. Padula. 17-10 left to go here in the first. That one up to Edelberg, who chips it in. Edelberg into the zone. Has Marin with him. Tried to get it back to him. Had to take the hit, and it's played out by Olensky. Olensky feeds it across to Polchek, and that one dumped around. Close shot there as Marin able to pick this one up. Marin feeds that one in. Tries to play for Edelberg. Kenna with it now. Kenna tried to wrap it back to him as it's kept in by McDermott at the blue line. Tried to put it further. It went off the skate there of Edelberg. Shots 1-1 right now between the Bronx and the Blue Hens. Cusimano with it. Up off the boards. Bronx nearly got caught there on a too many men as this one walked in by Delaware. That shot goes wide. Still kept in the zone, but McDermott does a good job to get that one over. Wojcic with it. Had it poked by Evan. Plays that one across for Suker. Suker dumps that one in onto Hooper. Hasn't seen much action yet here in this one. This one to Cercio now. Down to Suker again. Taken away there by Vecchio. Cusimano with it. Able to keep it in at the blue line. Evan with it. Trying to play it back in at the blue line. Can't keep it in. Delayed offside here on the Bronx as Vecchio touched it. Now it's taken there by the Blue Hens. Goetz plays that one back to Crane. He gets it up ice to Vecchio. Vecchio tries for a stretch pass picked off by McDermott. McDermott walking across the blue line. He fires a shot. No one there for the rebound in front. Cercio was coming in late as this one's cleared. Vecchio with it. Going the other way. Nice there on the back check by Rauch to get a stick in, and it's dumped in by the Bronx again. Cercio to chase on it. Pitches it around the goal. Goes up off the high glass. Schneider comes in to pick it up. Back to Cercio. Was looking for Rauch in front, who was cutting, but it's taken away by Udell again. This one dumped into the zone. Shots 3-1 right now in favor of Ryder. Just about 5 minutes gone here in the first frame. Schneider able to get that one out of the zone. McKeach was there trying to chase as this one dumped in by Flaherty. Padula tried to wrap it back to McKeach. It's taken away by Udell. Schneider trying to lay the hit in the corner, able to get a stick to it. Not able to get it out of the zone, though. Now he does. Schneider with it. Schneider, if he can get their 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Bronx. Has McKeach with him. Schneider looking to McKeach on the rebound. That one, a big save there by Hooper. Schneider with it. Tried to feed it back around. Hooper trying to sprawl to get it. Couldn't do so. Back up at the blue line. And we're going to get a whistle here. I think the net came off its moorings. Indeed it did. But a great chance there for Ryder.
Just a mad scramble by Hooper to try and stop that puck. Some really good looks there from both Schneider and McKeach. Hooper able to come up strong after just a flurry of offensive attacks from the Bronx.
And I'm not sure who that was on the back check there for Delaware, who got a stick in to hold up McKeach from taking that shot. If he'd gotten that puck just a couple seconds sooner, probably would have ended up as a Bronx goal. This one cleared up and out by Delaware. Bennett sticks it down, delayed offside on Ryder. Blazek has to come out. Padula with it. Lofted into the zone, chasing on it is Blazak. Lipinski goes around to get it. He's able to clear as Bennett has to go back to chase this one. McDermott as well. McDermott got taken down, delay penalty on the play. Blazak with it. Bronx are going to have a power play here as this one touched up by Delaware, and we'll get the whistle. And it's going to be a tripping call here on the Blue Hens.
A little bit of a tangle near the boards resulted in that tripping call, and the Bronx will go to the man advantage.
And that's Saunders Penn with the penalty, the 5'10", 215-pounder from Southlake, Texas. 9 points on the season in 17 games, going to the box for tripping as the Bronx to the power play here. Face off one back to Padula. Usually would be Eddie Coyne's position here on this top unit as McKeach fires one. It gets deflected and goes over. Flom, I think, got a stick in there, and it deflected over the net. Like I was saying, Padula usually would be that power play quarterback on the top power play unit. As Coin missing here in this one. Another face-off win there by Evan. Padula to Cercio. Cercio tried to feed it across McKeach there, gets it to Evan. Evan in the corner, trying to keep the puck. Wraps it around Flom, coming in to get it, trying to get it out, and he does. A good clear by the Blue Hens.
Strong clear. That just tracks all the way down the boards.
Shots 5-1 right now. 30 seconds gone in the Bronx power play. Suker skates across the blue line, looking to get set up. Here are the Bronx. Flom first to the puck. Not able to get it away from McKeach. Suker to Cercio in the corner. No one at the blue line there for the Bronx as it's taken away. Padula able to keep it in. Lost it back the other way. Breakaway chance here for Jake Quinn. Quinn in all alone, and he missed. I think Ivarowski got a piece of it there. It's still with the Blue Hens.
That was a 2-on-0 essentially for the Blue Hens. Almost disaster for the Bronx.
Cercio with it now. Cercio walks back in his own end. Looking, plays it around, keeps it in the neutral zone. Able to get away from a few players, now taken away by Vecchio. Gets it to Wogzich. He opts to dump in to kill some more time here. Bennert with it. Trying to get away from him, can't do so. Vecchio able to pick it off as Schneider has to go back and get it. Bronx struggling here on the power play. We're unable to get set up after that first little flurry as Blazak with it now. Blazak walks in. Looking for options, cycles it down to McDermott. McDermott back to Blazak. Tried to lay it to Pape, bounced away from him, and it's cleared once again. Down to 5 seconds left to go here on the power play for Ryder.
It seems like early on the power play, they were really missing number 43.
I agree with you there, Eric. It seemed like trying to get into the zone, which Coin is so good at getting it in on those zone entries, especially as a defenseman. Has that offensive prowess at the blue line. Missed there on that power play as this one played back to McDermott. McDermott looking for the stretch pass, able to find Marin. Marin walking in, he fires, glove down there by Joey Hooper.
Nobody there for Marin really to drop back to, so he kind of had to take that shot one-on-one on Hooper with the glove save. Ryder still leading the shots on goal department 6-1.
Yeah, it's been a big disparity in the shots, and honestly, the pressure in the zone is right on the doorstep there was Edelberg. Was looking for his first goal of the season. First goal as a Bronc, as this one taken away now by Udell. Into the zone, trying to get the shot off, couldn't do so. Into the corner now. This one played further, trying to get by Padula, looking to get the shot off. They couldn't do it, as Gavorowski came way out to make that save.
Yeah, we really saw Trevor only go out of his crease that far after Padula moved.
Yeah, he kind of sprawled way out of his cage there. Maybe a little bit too far out there as we're going to get a whistle. Not sure exactly what it's for. I think it might be for offside.
Delaware doing so far everything they can to counteract the Bronx, and they're doing a good job of it, especially on the power play.
Face off right in front of us here. Zito versus Mihulis. The 16s in the dot. Face off one back by the Bronx. Cusimano to Padula. He opts to dump in. Goes just wide of the cage of Hooper. Zito in the corner, trying to fight for it with Pape, who went down. Taken back away now by Udell as Zito lays a hit. Cusimano with another dump in. Back to get it is Flaherty. He wraps it around. Klein not able to dig it out of the zone. Flaherty comes in to help him. Zito, they're able to take it away for Ryder. Zito couldn't hold it. Flaherty with it again. This one pitched up and out of the zone with the backhand there. Sharp overskated is, I think that was Mihalos, who skated into the zone there offside.
Back-to-back offsides for each team. We're talking about, you know, how much the team might miss Eddie on the power play, but this is a big test for Jake Bennett too. Coming in, stepping in, filling that role. That shows the confidence that Coach Fox has in him.
Yeah, and I think really Fox has no other choice but to trust him because you've got Coyne not here today. Yeoman's still out with a shoulder injury. So you have to roll only 4 true defensemen with McDermott slotting in as your 5th guy. He's already seen a lot of shifts. We haven't seen any of Wanvig yet as that one goes over the bar.
Which I am slightly surprised at, you know, considering how low they are on available defensemen this evening.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised as well. He hasn't even seen a shift yet. As this one bounces back to Bennett, almost went through his skates. It did, and we're going to get a whistle here. I'm not sure what for. I think the referees lost sight of the puck as it bounced into the corner.
Nonetheless, we would have gotten a whistle anyway as the net was knocked off.
Classic Iceland with the net coming off behind the goaltenders. Bit of an Iceland staple, I would say.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, I think so. I think we can call it an Iceland staple.
Has it been, you know, long enough that we can?
Listen, this is our 3rd year here doing these games.
Touché.
Cercio with it, just below his blue line, lifts that one up and out, looking for Evan. Bouncing puck, dumped into the zone. Cercio drives into the corner. Penn trying to take it out, couldn't do so. Back to Cercio, couldn't handle the pass there from Evan as Suker tried to get on that one, and it's dumped into the zone again.
I think that puck was going just a little bit slower than TJ would have liked.
Suker with it. Plays this across to Cercio. Cercio with some room trying to get by. The defense has to avoid a hit there from Goetz as this one in the corner. Wrapped for Penn. Rauch coming over to try and get a stick in. It's taken away now by Vecchio. Vecchio into the zone, trying to dance through Padula. That shot gloved up by Givarowski.
What a job there by Vecchio to just thread the needle and feed it to get that shot on to Trevor. That was beautiful.
Yeah, and give credit to Joe Wogzich as well to get in there and slip behind Bennett to get in for that shot. And like you said, Vecchio, a great pass there to get it to Wogzich. And you can't not credit the glove save there from Trevor as well, flashing the leather on that one. Padula with that one off the draw, lifts it up and out, was looking for Rauch on the stretch pass, but it's taken away by Udell again.
That's what we've been saying with these passes. They don't need to be these hard, clean passes. They can be just short little tips on, and that's what's worked for Ryder in the past, and it almost worked there for the Blue Hens.
Back into the Blue Hen zone. McKeach into the corner with Wogzich. Pretty big size differential between those two as that one trickles through the slot. Wogzich with it again. Trying to get by Cusimano. Able to do so. Tried to put it back towards the middle. It's broken up. Cusimano with it again. Plays to Schneider. This one back up at the blue line. Redirected. Givarowski makes the pad save.
Padula right in front of Trevor, too. Acting sort of like a shield.
And the Blue Hens starting to come alive a little bit here with the offense. Kept in at the blue line again. Wogzich able to keep it. Chips it further. Was looking there for the 11 of Stam as now it comes out of the zone. Puck right in front of us, in front of the scorer's table here. Back into the Udell zone for Crane. Crane lost this one just wide of Givarowski's cage. Padula wraps this back up to Edelberg, who just plays it out. That one dumped in. Padula able to make that play up and out. Was looking there for Kenna as Marin tried to play it forward to Edelberg. This one dumped into the zone there by Olensky. Edelberg with it. Tried to move it, couldn't do so. Looking, that shot goes right in on goal. Sharp angle there on the shot from Polchopek. As Kenna gets hit down low. A big hit by Josh Flom. As this one played out by Udell again.
Bronx were lucky icing got waved off there, too.
As McDermott lofted that one up into the netting, there's Olensky threw the body onto him, and we'll get another whistle here with 6:29 left to go here in the opening frame.
Again, the physicality between the two teams showing early. You know, again, Mark McDermott, a big guy, switching over to defense. You know, that's what's gonna happen. Is you're gonna get more of these checks along the boards.
Yeah, for sure, especially when he pinches up in the rush, too. Gavorowski with another save. McDermott with it now. McDermott plays it out of the zone. Flom knocks that one down and dumps it right back in. Shot 6-3 with 6:10 left to go here in the first period. That one out of the zone. Dumped back in goes by McDermott. Plays this to Bennett. Tried to go back right in front. Udell with it, and they score! What a shot from in front. That loose pass there from Bennett got redirected. Bounced right out to the middle of the slot where no one was there for Ryder, and it's tucked bar down there for the Blue Hens.
Brian Kramer, first of the year, first point of the season, and that was just a gorgeous look from number 14. Trickled by Bennett, found a perfect spot onto Kramer's stick, lofts it up behind Trevor. 1-0 Delaware, as shots are now 6-5 as Delaware closes in.
Yeah, and that's what Delaware does best. They capitalize on those chances. When teams make mistakes against them, they capitalize well. McDermott with it now. McDermott plays that one in. And like you said, Kramer, the freshman, 6 games, coming into his 7th here in this one. His first point of his ACHA career, his first goal of his ACHA career. As this one taken away by the Blue Hens again. Dumped past Bennett. 2 to chase on it. Mihalos. Turnaround. That shot goes through the crease. Was looking in front there. Back up at the blue line. Played further down. Bouncing puck to Evan. Goes through his skates. Bit of a scramble there. Goes back up to the point. Crane. He fires. That shot blocked by Evan, but not out. Cycled further as Cercio lays a check on Klein. McDermott with it now. Plays it up and off the high glass and out of the zone, and it's going to go all the way down for an icing on the Bronx as Goetz touches up.
McDermott playing closer to the net after the goal.
I think he kind of has no choice.
Yeah.
Evan wins this one back to Bennett. Not able to get it out of the zone. Kept there by Quinn. Quinn. That one fed across, broken up there by Cercio in the slot. He lifts it up and out.
Dom, I think, was looking for an open man.
And it's going to be called for an icing here on the Bronx yet again. And
Bronx struggling recently to get past the neutral zone a little bit, huh?
yeah, like I was saying, it seems like Udell has finally figured out after the beginning stage of this game where it was all Bronx pretty much, starting to figure out the Bronx a little bit, figure out some weak points where a bit of the lineup changes are starting to hurt them a little here in this one. Bit of the injuries as well, missing Yeoman, no Coin tonight. Cercio plays that one out, able to get it out of the zone for the clear. Dump back in again, glove down by Bennett. He plays this one out, dumped in there by Evan as he's able to finally get off for the change. And first ship for Tim Wanvig here on this one with Padula as this one goes by Padula. And it's going to go all the way for an icing on Udell.
TJ had some tired legs after that shift. He was on that ice for a while.
That whole line was, that whole unit of 5 players. As we're down to 4:07 left to go here in the opening frame between Ryder and Udell. These teams will be back again tomorrow down in Udell. We'll be making the trip down to stream that game for you down in Newark at the Gold Ice Arena down in Delaware. Schneider trying to get this one away from Quinn. Can't do so, able to avoid the stick checks. This one taken by Udell, and it's going to bounce up into the netting. Actually, it's going to be called for offside, I think, here on the Bronx.
That took a very awkward bounce, too, like off the top of the near boards, and just took a weird angle up into the netting.
The 10s in the circle, Schneider and Vecchio. It's won by Delaware. Losing an edge there was Lipinski. Bronx not able to get it into the zone as it's cleared back out. Bouncing puck taken by Vecchio. He gets pinched by Schneider and Rauch. Padula with it. Pass to nobody as it's taken into the zone. Up to Vecchio now. Tried to play it forward. Broken up by Rauch. Rauch trying to get through. Had it pickpocketed as it's taken by Stam. Stam across. Walking in that shot knocked away by Givorowski.
Rauch was looking for Schneider on that pass.
Engelman with it. Walking across the blue line. Tried to lay it off, but it's going to be called for offside on the Blue Hens. Shot 7-6 so far through this first period. Delaware with the 1-0 lead. Kenna able to win the draw. Able to tangle up Vecchio as Edelberg has it. Lifts it towards the goal. Takes a bounce onto Hooper, and he's going to just cover up as Edelberg crashes. A good dump in there from Alex Edelberg to get that into the zone and get the offensive draw.
You know, we were talking earlier about the switches in the lineup. Edelberg goes from extra skater to fourth line forward, and it's moves like that that make you wonder if he's going to get more playing time as this season goes on.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's taken some strides through this season to really be an impact player for this Bronx team, to where he can definitely slot into that fourth line winger role, where usually it's Steve Gresh as McDermott fires a shot, takes a funny bounce towards the goal, and Hooper is going to cover up yet again.
Quick shot there, quick cover up by Joey Hooper.
Face off one back there by the Bronx. Blazak with it at the board. Zito trying to come in. McDermott lays a big hit as this one wrapped around. Back to get it. There's Engelman. Plays it across to Flom. Flom able to get it up and out of the zone. Back the other way now is Udell. That shot fired. Givorowski able to get the waffle board to it. Pitched out there by Zito. With some speed. Tried to get to the puck. Lays the hit. Pape comes over to help him. Able to dump it in.
Trevor playing a little far out of his net as well. He needed to for that save.
Yeah, some aggressive goaltending there. I like it. We haven't seen a lot of aggressive goaltending from Trev this year. Seen it a few times, but sparingly. And I think he's going to have to get a little bit aggressive here in this one, as the Bronx missing Eddie Coyne on the back, and as well as Yeoman. So Edelberg with it. Wraps this around, was looking for Marin. He lays a hit in the corner. Kenna able to keep it. Goes to Benner. Bouncing puck. Knocked out at the blue line. Edelberg tried to dump it back in. It's right underneath us at the scorer's table. And we're going to get a whistle here. There's going to be a penalty on the play. And I think it's going to be a slashing call.
Bronx will go to their second power play.
And this is going to go against Patrick Olensky, the freshman from Ocean Township, New Jersey. So he will go for a slash, and the second power play of the game for the Bronx, looking to tie this at 1. Weren't successful on the first one. In fact, struggled after the first 45 seconds of it to even just break out of their own zone. As this one played back off the faceoff, Blazak not able to glove it down. Blazak gets hung up there, nearly shoved down as Pape has to get back on the back check and take it away. Blazak plays this one back to Benner. Benner. Oh, big green light hit there from Wojcic in the zone, and I think we're going to get, oh, it looked like there was going to be another penalty there. It was just a delayed offside there, a delayed offside call, but a huge green light hit there from Joey Wojcic.
Welcome to the top pairing, Jake Benner. Wow, that was a massive, massive clean hit.
Yeah, that was a fantastic open ice check there from Wojcic as this one wrapped around for Schneider. Bronx on the power play. Under a minute to go now in the first period. Pape with it. Over to Blazak. Blazak to Bennett. Walking. He fires. That one goes just wide. Schneider with it on the hash boards. 35 seconds left to go in the first period. Blazak. Benner not able to keep it, and it's going to go all the way down to Givorowski. Trevor out to play the puck. Has to do the fake pass to get it away there from Vecchio. As this one meant for McDermott, wasn't able to find him. As the Bronx a bit of a disorganized power play here in this one so far through 2 power plays as we're down to the final 10 seconds of the frame.
Vecchio has been a thorn in their side this first period.
As he typically is in these matches between the Bronx and Udel. Vecchio always being a force against these Bronxes. That will do it for the first period. A 1-0 game in favor of the Delaware Blue Hens. Shots 8-7 in favor of the Bronx, but Delaware with the 1-0 lead. Bronx will have a 29-second power play going into the second period. But either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rider Bronx Ice Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name's Carl Pascal, joined alongside me, as always, the wonderful Eric Johnson. As after one period of play, Delaware leading 1-0 over the Rider Bronx.
A disjointed period from the Bronx, but the noticeable thing for me from that, Delaware was just a faster team.
Yeah, and they were the faster team. I'll agree with you on that. But I feel like the Bronx came out strong, and then they just faltered a little bit in the last 10 minutes or so of that first period. Honestly, I'd say maybe the last 12 periods of that period, or 12 minutes of that period. It sounded like, or it seemed like the Bronx just struggling to really gain control of the neutral zone and get across the blue line, as the Bronx will start the second period here on the power play. 29 seconds left to go here on the man advantage for the Bronx to start the second period. As we await puck drop here, just want to say a quick thank you for tuning in to this one here tonight, as we are set here for the opening puck drop of the second period, and we're off. McDermott able to win the draw back. Pape had it knocked away from him. McDermott with it again. McDermott in his own end. 20 seconds left to go of power play time. Rauch avoiding Vecchio. Nearly had it taken away. With some speed, able to get by into the zone. Had it poked again. Taken by Udell. Not able to clear the puck. Kept in by Blazak. Walking in Blazak with it. Download a Pape. Had it taken away by Udell, and it's cleared. And that will do it for the power play. Udell able to kill it off as Schneider sends this one up to Rauch.
Another very good kill there from the Blue Hens.
Yeah, they've done a good job so far tonight, stonewalling the Bronx so far as this one played around. McDermott with it in his own end. Tried to get it up and out, couldn't do so. Vecchio there. Vecchio looking, plays across the goats, tried to get it deeper into the zone. It's gloved down by Cusimano. He plays it up to Cercio, has Evan with him. Cercio tried to lay it back to Suker. Miscommunication between the two, and this will go all the way down for an icing on the Blue Hens.
Ryder also has to do a little bit better in the offensive zone with these face-offs.
Evan off the draw, able to win that one. Suker with a turnaround shot, goes wide. Bennert able to keep it in, glove down by Cercio, walks the line, had it knocked away, and it's taken the other way by Wojcic. Wojcic in on the breakaway, in on goal, and a big save by Givarowski on the save.
Stonewall from Trevor, that was beautiful, read that perfectly.
That one dumped into the zone by the Bronx. Suker to chase on it. Suker tried to play it back to McKeach. It's picked off again by Vecchio. Vecchio tries to go by Bennert, who went down, and Vecchio went to the ice as well. Suker trying to dig the puck out of the corner, keeping it his stam. Back up to the blue line for Lipinski. Puts that one towards the goal. Bouncing puck trickles into the crease, and it's cleared by Bennert. Flaherty again. That one bounces off the skate of McKeach as Schneider sends it back to Bennert. McKeach struggling to get off the ice here on that block shot. One, it looked like right off the toe of McKeach. Bennert in the corner. Up to Schneider. Schneider tried to feed Rauch, was too far for him. Finds Evan, tries to play back to Rauch, couldn't do it. In the corner, Lipinski there. Evan fighting for it as well. Schneider able to come around. That shot fired, and making the save is Hooper.
Credit to Evan in a perfect spot there, right up against the Bronx bench.
And going back to that save there by Trevor on the breakaway with Wojcic, that big-time save there from Givarowski, keeping it only a 1-0 game. This one back up to McDermott. He fires the shot, sticked aside there by Hooper. Zito with it, tries to drive to the front, and then Pape is there, and he scores! Aaron Pape on the rebound, able to jam it home on the back door, ties the game at 1.
That's that little burst of energy that the Bronx needed, and it comes in the form of Aaron Pape. Nice little rebound. Gets it past Hooper, and we are tied at 1-1.
A great goal there from the Bronx. Getting to the dirty areas, this new look third line with Zito sliding in as the 3C. Able to make it a 1-1 game. And it's a brand new ball game, folks.
Or a puck game, because this doesn't, hockey doesn't have a ball,
You're correct. You're correct, Eric. You're correct.
I'm sorry,
Listen, stealing a little bit of your thunder since you're the one who has the MLB gig,
Yeah.
so. Zito wins another draw. Cusimano lifts this one out of the zone. Flom dumps that one in. Goes behind Gavorowski. McDermott with it. Trying to keep the puck away. Couldn't get it out of the zone. It's kept in only for a second, though. Bouncing puck at the neutral zone boards there as Zito gets laid out at center ice there by Flom. Into the zone now, trying to split the defense. That one poked away by McDermott. A good job there by Mihalos to drive to the net. That one redirected in front. Mihalos there. A huge pad save by Gavorowski. What a save there by Trevor.
It is indeed Trevor time here at Iceland. What a beautiful save as the Bronx now almost had a 2-on-1.
And Blazek there had Cusimano, who's still pinching into the zone. He gets hit in the boards. Loose puck in the high slot taken away by Udell. Mihalos with it, walks across the blue line, looking for options, trying to get by Padula, who lays a big hit on the him. Edelberg with it, dumps it into the zone. No icing, we continue. Shots 12-8 here in this one in favor of the Bronx. Marin, bouncing puck goes to Edelberg. It goes on goal. Kenna tried to get there for the rebound chance, but couldn't put it home. Nice move to get inside, and Gavorowski makes the save. Another great opportunity there.
Two clutch saves there from Trevor on two really good shots as well from Delaware. Trevor went and made those two very, very, very good saves. That first one, a highlight reel.
Able to slide across and get the pad there, and then on the most recent one on John Tomaitis, the captain for Udell, Gavorowski shutting the door, and this one's going to go up into the rafters here. Took a bounce up into the ceiling. And I like your usage of the new term Trevor time. That's a new
Trevor
one.
time?
That's a new one.
There you go.
And I don't think a lot of teams want to find out what Trevor time is. We're seeing a little bit of it here as Cercio back the other way has Evan with him. Cercio walking and tries to go to Evan, had him on the backhanded pass, couldn't get it to him. Puck wrapped around, glove down there by Bennett. Good job to glove it down and keep it in. Quinn now trying to get it out of the zone to Midas, lifts it up and out, able to find Penn. Penn trying to get by Bennett, lays a bit of a hip check there. Suker able to get there on the back check to take it away. Suker with some room, lifts it into the zone, Evan to chase. Evan in the far side corner, gets hit, has Suker, tries to find Cercio, had him in the high slot all alone, but it's taken by Udell and cleared.
Not going to be all the way down enough for an icing. Just looking for that pass where the Bronx is. Now they go 3-on-1.
Rauch was looking for that one in front. Cercio there on the doorstep, had Schneider with him as well. To McDermott now. McDermott plays it to Cercio. Now down to Schneider, had it taken away as McDermott had his stick taken away. No penalty, we continue as Cusimano has to go back and get it. He tries to wrap it around and out. Kramer there. Kramer, that shot goes wide, looking for his second of the game. Rauch to Cercio. Cercio walking and tries to dangle through a few players, can't do it. Flaherty chips this one to Lipinski. Cusimano keeps it in the zone. Schneider with it below the goal line, was looking to put it in front. Net comes off there behind Hooper, and we'll get a whistle.
Another one where I think the whistle would have come either way. Hooper diving for the puck and the net coming off, kind of coincidentally at the same time. Looks like it's going to be Schneider on the draw for the Bronx.
Indeed it wasn't. He went down hard. That shot gloved up there by Hooper. He took a bounce to the ice. There, as we'll set up and do it again to the left of Hooper. Just under 14 minutes left to go here in the middle frame. That shot from the blue line redirects in front. Taken away now by Kramer. Kramer dumps in, tries to get by Padula, uses his speed to do so. Wanvig comes over, goes hard into the board, but kicks it around to McKeach. McKeach tries to get it out, bouncing puck taken by Schneider, but it bounced away from him. Schneider on it again now. Trying to drive into the zone, has routes, puts it on goal, but Hooper makes the save, able to shut the 5-hole down.
Beautiful pass there from Cole to find Rouse.
McKeach back to Wanvig. Wanvig fires that one on goal. Rebound chance. Rouch is there. Can't get a stick to it. Taken away, and it's cleared. No icing on the play as Gavorowski has to control this one. Tried to get it up and out of the zone. Wanvig going back to get it in the corner. He gets hit but stays on his feet. Taken away now by Vecchio. Vecchio trying to get away from Padula. Still with it is Vecchio. Skates back up to the blue line. That shot takes a bounce in front. Bounced off the skates of Olensky as Padula and Olensky come together behind the goal line. Vecchio with it again, trying to skate circles here. Vecchio lays it back into the corner. Padula goes hard there. Padula tries to move it around, was looking for Schneider as Blazak tried to get to it now, and a nice hit on Vecchio again there from Padula. Blazak with it, tries to get it to Pape, goes off his skates as Wanvig tried to get there to clear, couldn't do it. Vecchio with it again, looking for the pass in front. That shot by Wojcic, fought up by Gavorowski, and we're going to get a whistle. And the Delaware fans in attendance and their bench erupt in disagreement there as they thought that whistle was blown just a little bit early, which it was.
It was.
Be fair.
It was
blown a little bit early there as Gavorowski didn't have full control of it. It bounced down right in front of him. But either way, referees blow the whistle, so we'll have a face-off to the right of Trevor. Off the draw, it's one back there by the Bronx, and they're able to clear, and it seems like it went off the netting, and the faceoff will stay in the Bronx end.
Quick deflection there, goes into the netting.
Off the draw, it's won by Delaware. Wojcic with it, tries to wrap it around to Stam, couldn't do it. Vecchio with it again, trying to get by Bennett. Lays this one across for Stam. Back up to the blue line. That shot sent across. That shot redirected to Gavorowski with another big save with the pads. Trevor putting on a show here in this one. McDermott with it now for the Bronx. Gets it across the red line and dumps in. Under 12 to go here in the second period, tied at 1.
That was a trickling puck onto Trevor, but he's coming up big yet again.
Yeah, has played excellent so far, despite the lone goal that beat him. Is 11 for 12 right now here in this one. As Vecchio back the other way, trying to dance through a few Bronx as he got by McDermott, who was looking to go for the hit. He went down hard in the corner. Benner and Wojcic getting into a tangle. Wojcic is going to get thrown into the box here as Benner got cross-checked in the face. And Wojcic is going to go to the sin bin here.
The third penalty of the game for the Blue Hens. And the third power play opportunity for the Bronx. The power play, a little bit off so far in this game, but maybe the third time's the charm.
Yeah, and Wojcic is going to go for roughing here. Has 20 penalty minutes on the season through 17 games. And like you were saying, this Bronx power play hasn't been spectacular here in this one, as, like we mentioned earlier, not having Eddie Coyne to facilitate the power play at the blue line definitely hurts.
A little disjointed of a power play unit so far, but there was a good shot from the Bronx.
McKeach with it. Across to Suker. Suker up to Padula. He fires redirected, and Hooper able to grab that one up with the glove.
I think Padula wanted to shoot that a little bit higher. But in the end, it just ended up getting just a little bit deflected from the Blue Hens.
Think so as well. As Evan on the draw, able to win it to Cercio. Cercio walking, lays it to Suker. Suker around, sends to Cercio. 1:38 left to go here in the power play for the Bronx. Evan comes in back to Padula at the blue line. Padula to Suker again. Suker to Padula, back to Suker. They play catch. Suker to Padula again. He fires, redirected by Evan, and it's on the doorstep, goes just wide. Evan had almost the whole cage to put it in on the rebound chance, and it's cleared there by Udell.
Hooper wanted to glove that puck down, just couldn't get full control of it.
1:05 left to go here on the power play for the Bronx. That one meant for Evan, and it's going to go all the way down. No icing on the play as Delaware tried to play it. Cercio trying to keep it in the zone. Rouch able to keep it, who just hopped on. Now taken away by Udell, trying to get on the breakaway chance. Pape on the back check, trying to get there. Able to get on the back check, and it's going to be a penalty on the play. And I think we're going to get a penalty shot opportunity here. Pape on the back check, whacked at Saunders' pen. And I think we're going to get a penalty shot opportunity. Yes, we will, here for Penn.
Taking one of those penalties where you kind of have to take it. The problem was, since it was during the shot.
The breakaway chance.
During the breakaway chance, yes, it ended up resulting in the penalty shot, which is the last thing the Bronx wanted.
And this is a big opportunity here for Delaware. Here in a penalty shot scenario here. Saunders Penn with the puck, picks it up, drives to the right side. Penn walking in. Penn kicks the leg, looking, and he scores! Takes Givarowski out as well. Beat Trevor Fivehole. And Udell take the 2-1 lead. A shorthanded penalty shot goal.
That was as textbook of a penalty shot as you can get. Not much Trevor could do there on a 5-hole chance from Saunders Penn. Somebody who Ryder is very familiar with, putting Delaware ahead 2-1.
Definitely for sure, as Bronx still on the power play here. Trying to get this thing tied with 38 seconds left to go on the power play. Rouch sends this one to Schneider. Schneider gets by a defender, walks across the blue line, looking to get set up. Feeds it back to Rouch. Rouch walking back to Schneider, couldn't get it to him. McDermott trying to find Schneider. Pape there, Rouch able to keep it in at the blue line. Schneider with it again. Plays this one around, looking for Blazak. Down to 13 seconds left to go on the power play. McDermott with it. Back up to Blazak. To Rouch. Rouch looking to Blazak. Looking in front, was looking for Schneider on the other side. 2 seconds left to go on the power play. Pape with it. He fires, it goes wide. Power play over back to 5-on-5. Blazak with it to McDermott. He cycles back up to the blue line. Fires this one towards the goal, and Hooper gloves that one down.
Bronx were taking just a little bit too long to get set up on that power play. It was starting off really, really well for the Bronx. That was their best power play of the evening, but of course, that penalty taken by Pape that resulted in the penalty shot, kind of a little bit of a momentum killer.
A very, very big momentum killer there for the Bronx. As this one cleared, 2-on-1 opportunity the other way. Vecchio with Wojcic. That one across meant for Wojcic, just goes wide. Kennan was able to get there to apply some pressure on Wojcic as well. Puck taken now by Marin. Played to Edelberg, who dumps in. Marin and Edelberg to chase. Kenna there as well. Kenna and Marin in the corner. Kenna trying to dig it out. Looking for options. Plays to Bennett. He's able to keep it at the hash marks. Hit there by Wojcic. Edelberg comes over to help him. Bennett laying the body. Edelberg able to keep it in at the blue line. Puck goes down low to Kenna, who's trying to lay the body. Getting tangled up in the corner there. Puck now taken by Vecchio. Plays it out of the zone. Across to Engelman. Engelman across. That one goes wide. I think Bennett got a stick in there on the back check. Playing this one across now. Kenna with it. Has Marin with him. Kenna looking. His shot got blocked. Trying to play it across. It's knocked away. Trying to go down to Marin. A scramble of bodies in the corner. Suker's able to dig it out. Suker to McDermott. Cercio jumps on with him. McDermott with it. Chips this one around us. We're going to get a penalty here. I think both of them might go to the box here. We'll have to see as Marin drew the penalty. And I think this is going to go on Joey Engelman.
Yeah, there was a cross check right near the net by Engelman. And once again, the Bronx back on the man advantage.
And Engelman will sit for interference here. Another opportunity for the Bronx on the power play. Face off one back by Ryder. Padula. Suker tried to play it across for Cercio, but it's cleared. Padula to Suker again. In their own end. Plays this one to Evan. Cercio able to stay on side. Evan tried to get it to Cercio, but it's cleared yet again by Tomaitis.
Quick turn there from Tomaitis to be able to clear that puck away.
And I think the Bronx are just trying to play a little too cute and too quick as they're not trying to just get set up into the zone. Evan looking for Cercio. Had it bounce away from him. Evan able to keep it. Plays it back up to Padula. To Suker. Back to Padula. Puts a shot in on goal. That one knocked away. McKeach with it. Back to Padula. Down to Suker. Suker in front to Cercio. A big save by Hooper. Gets the rebound as well. And it's cleared. A big, big save by Joey Hooper to keep this a 1-goal UDEL lead.
Good pass in there from the Bronx. But Hooper was able to masterfully pick it apart.
And we're going to get an offside here on the Bronx. 58 seconds left to go here on the power play. Second unit out for the Bronx. Rauch with it off the draw. Gets by a defender, walks in. No offside on the play. Schneider able to glove it down. Schneider walks in. 45 seconds left to go on the main advantage. Schneider with it. Back up to Rauch. Tried to use Schneider as a screen. Rauch with it again. In on goal, deflected by Pape. It goes wide. Blazak with it at the hash marks. Looking for options. Gets hounded by two blue hens. Goes back up to Rauch at the blue line. Rauch trying to keep the puck. Has to cycle it back into the corner. McDermott is there. Had it taken away there by Flaherty. Goes back to Blazak. Blazak to McDermott. Couldn't get it through his skates. Now taken by Pape in the corner. Blazak there as well. Turns around from a defender. He gets knocked to one knee. Now to McDermott. McDermott. 10 seconds left to go with the power play. Feeds Schneider. Schneider. And we're going to get a penalty here. I'm not sure who it's on. Or it looks like maybe the net came off its moorings.
The net did come off.
And that shuts the momentum down there for the Bronx. They were cycling back up to the blue line, looking for a shot there towards the end of this power play.
I think they were going to take one of those one-timers that they're known for.
Yeah, they were probably looking to get it back up to Rauch there as Blazak with it at the blue line. Blazak walking, he fires on the rebound, it's there. Knocked away, taken by Penn. Not cleared out, though. Schneider with it, back to 5-on-5. Goes down to McDermott, looking for Schneider. Saucer pass goes over his stick.
Bronx were able to get that one-timer off anyway.
As back the other way, Penn with it, had it, but lost it as Rauch was there on the back check, able to get there. Blazak on the back check as well, able to get by Sharp. McDermott tried to play it up to Schneider. Broken up pass across the Penn. One-timer fought off by the waffle board to Givarowski. Buckman able to keep it in. Sends it to Penn. Taken now by Schneider. Schneider with it. Skates through the neutral zone. Looking to do it himself. Trying to dance through. Able to get through on goal. And it goes just wide. What a highlight reel goal that would have been if Schneider had pulled that one off. Cusimano wraps this one around to Edelberg. Edelberg looking down to Schneider, trying to walk around a few defenders, had it poked away, able to keep it in the slot. Now it's taken away by Kramer. Kramer able to jump around Padula there. Some great acrobatics there by Brian Kramer as this one wrapped around by Cusimano. Kept in the zone. That one goes in to Giverowski. Made another pad save as it's taken by Marin. 3-on-2 the other way if the Bronx hurry. Marin with it. Looking. Had Kenna on the doorstep on the opposite side. Just too far for him as this one comes out of the zone. Cusimano just lays this to center ice. Bouncing puck trickles into the Bronx. And delayed offside on Udell. Edelberg lifts that one in, and it's going to go up into the netting for a whistle.
Bronx had the 3-on-2. They had the numbers. A pass across the middle to Kenna, just a little wide.
Faceoff is going to end up here at center ice with 4:10 left to go here in the second period. Off the draw, it's one back by Udell. This one played up and out, looking for Vecchio. Padula able to get a stick in there. Taken by Vecchio, now played up off the boards to Cercio. Gets it across to Suker. Suker trying to wheel here, tries to put it in on the goal, and gloving it down. There's Joey Hooper.
Yeah, Cercio's shot got deflected, and Hooper was able to just glove it up in the air and make the catch.
Off the draw, it's one back by Udell again. McDermott trying to keep it and couldn't do so. Bennert plays this one across to Suker as Bennert went down. Up to Evan, he deflects it forward, looking for Cercio. Cercio trying to get on the loose puck, but a good job on the stick check there from Aiden Goetz as it's cleared by the Blue Hens.
Puck is bouncing a lot tonight, and so far it has not gone in the Bronx's favor.
Yeah, a bit of bad puck luck here for the Bronx in this one so far as Cercio tries to find Suker. Now in the corner they come together. Puck taken here by Matt Crane. Wraps it back around, but Cercio there to try and break it up for the Bronx. Has it in the corner. It's taken away now by Udell. Not out of the zone as Evan able to break it up. Cercio with it, waiting for Rouch. Tried to go back to Evan. Glove down by Bennett at the blue line. Has to just play it back. Misfired the pass as it's taken away there. Nice spin around pass there from Wojcik into the zone. 2-on-1 opportunity. That shot saved by Giverowski. Loose puck as a player went down. I think that might have been Bennett as that one trickles wide of the cage. Vecchio down low. Feeds this one back. Gets it again there from Stam. This one now taken by McDermott trying to get away from Penn. McDermott trying to drive around a defenseman, looking for options. Had Cercio there walking in. Rouch with it. He fires. It goes wide. McDermott able to keep it in. Gets it down to Schneider. Schneider trying to keep this puck in the zone. He does. Walking. Redirected in front of a big save by Hooper. It's still loose. Goes to Cusimano. He goes down to Rouch. Back to Cusimano. Cycles it puck to Rouch again. That one tipped around by Schneider looking. Padula collides with Penn. They both go down as McKeach not able to keep it in. Cusimano gets across center ice, fires this one in on goal. Under 2 minutes to play here in the second period.
A lot of opportunities there for the Bronx, especially Rouch with that blast. Just couldn't get through.
And a huge save by Hooper across as Rouch fed it to Schneider. A fantastic save as that one bobbled there on Tomaitis. Has to track out of the zone. McKeach lost that one as McKeach got knocked down. No play we no penalty we continue. Was looking for one. As that one cleared by Cusimano. And it's going to be called for an icing here on Udell.
Bronx were looking for some fresh legs too. They were on for a while. Huge save there from Hooper as well. Coming up big to keep this game a 2-1 Delaware lead.
Yeah, he has been fantastic so far in this one. Has stopped 23 of 24. As this one played back up to McDermott at the blue line. Tries to get away from Tomaitis, but back the other way. Tomaitis with it. Benner to beat Tomaitis with it. In on goal. A huge save by Giverowski. And he gets the rebound as well. What a save by Giverowski to keep it a one-goal game yet again.
Beautiful job there from Trevor on some good plays from the Blue Hens.
Under a minute to go now here in the second period. This one wrapped back around. Bouncing puck right into the slot as it's taken there by Zito. Zito trying to avoid the hit, lost it as it's taken by Sharp now. Sharp into the zone. Waiting for help, sends that one across the line as it's broken up. Cleared out by Pape, Flaherty with it. Under 30 seconds to go now here in the second period. Klein with it, avoids the hit from Blazak, walking and trying to get the shot off. Gavorowski able to eat that one up and hold on to make the save.
3 big saves there from Trevor. The goaltenders really putting their work in during this second period.
Shots 24-15 here in this one so far in favor of the Bronx, but it's Delaware who have the 2-1 lead. As we're getting an explanation here on this one from the referees over at the UDEL bench. Not sure what it was about. As we're down to 16 seconds left to go here in this second period. This one cleared up and out, glove down by McKeach. McKeach looking for Rauch, has McKeach streaking with him towards the net. Rauch tried to play back to McKeach, was looking for Schneider on the late man in as it's taken away here by UDEL. As Padula gets involved with Mihalos. And we'll have to see who's going to end up in the box here. I think it might be Padula. And I think Padula's going to be the only one into the box. Actually, it seems like it's going to be coincidentals here. So Mihalos and Padula both get 2 minutes for roughing. Little bit of chippiness here to end this second period, as it seems like the face-off is going to be in the Bronx end. It's going to be 4-on-4.
So 4-on-4. And the Bronx like playing 4-on-4. Gives them more space.
That is very true, but as we mentioned before, no Eddie Coyne to facilitate. Usually he's out there for almost the whole time when it's 4-on-4.
And it is McDermott replacing Coyne on the 4-on-4. Very size comparable, both of them.
For sure, as that will do it for the second period. So at the end of the second, Delaware with the 2-1 lead going in to the second intermission. Shots 24-15 in favor of the Bronx, but still a 1-goal lead, 2-1 for the Blue Hens.
A much better Bronx second period.
Yes, definitely for sure. A much better period there for Ryder. We'll have a minute 58 of 4-on-4 when we come back for the third period. But either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rider Bronx Ice Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carl Pascal, joined alongside me, as always, by Eric Johnson. And after 2 periods of play, it's a 2-1 Delaware lead over the Rider Bronx.
Definitely a better second period from the Bronx overall. A little bit cleaner with the passes, but still, you're down 1 goal to Delaware, but you're playing 4-on-4. This is supposedly the Bronx specialty, but they do have Padula in the box.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough with Padula in the box as we get ready for the start of the third period here between the Bronx and the Blue Hens. Vecchio and Schneider in the middle, and we're off. Cusimano with it. Across to McKeach. McKeach back to Rauch. Rauch plays this one back to Cusimano. This one across to McKeach. McKeach stretch pass over to Cusimano, jumping up in the attack as Schneider was looking for him as it goes wide. McKeach with it again. Tried to play it down to Schneider. Pass broken up there by Crane. Taken back the other way by Wogzich. Back to Crane. Looking for options. Plays it around. Looking for Vecchio. Able to get it away. Puck in the corner. Rauch there to tie him up. Cusimano able to get it to Rauch again. Stuck behind the net. Now goes to the side of the net. And Trevor able to just cover up.
Trevor with another quick save. Another one of those moments. We were talking about this 10 the second. Missing Eddie Coyne.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely
on this 4-on-4.
Definitely missing this.
Yeah.
Missing Eddie Coyne here on the 4-on-4. He's supposed to be back tomorrow for the game down in Delaware, though. So hopefully, with him returning to the lineup tomorrow, defense and especially that power play will be a little bit better. Cercio lays a green light hit on John Tomaitis, the captain of Udell.
A booming hit there from Dom.
Evan puts this one towards the goal. Had Suker there. This blast from Cercio gets saved there by Hooper. Cleared out of the zone. 40 seconds left to go. A 4-on-4 on the Coincidentals. To Padula and Mihalos. That one, Evan looking on the doorstep. Cercio back to Evan, and he scores! Evan ties the game at 2. Cercio with the pass back across, and Evan ties the game.
4-on-4 is magic for the Bronx. 2-2 game. A dirty pass from Dom. Finds a wide open TJ Evan. Pots it in to tie this game at 2-all.
And we'll still have some 4-on-4 time here. 25 seconds left to go of 4-on-4 shots, 27-16 in favor of the Bronx. Now tied at 2 apiece. Puck deflects off the skate of Blazak as Flom tried to play it out. Zito tries to drive into attack again. Puck turned around by Buckman, sends it back to Flom. Flom plays that one up ice. Zito lays the body there on Klein. Cusimano goes back to get it back to 5-on-5.
And that goal from TJ all started with that crystal clean hit from Dom at neutral ice. Just a brilliant hit, able to control the puck and feed it to TJ.
And that one takes a bounce out into the netting there off the stick from Joey Hooper. Faceoff will be to the right of Hooper as we wait for this draw. And it's not on camera right now, but Eric dancing next to me right here as we've got some Rick Astley playing. Same thing with Colton, our stream engineer, getting a groove on sitting in the chair.
You can't not like somebody who's never going to give you up, let you down, run around and desert you, Corella.
This one played into the corner. Zito trying to move it across to Blazak. couldn't get it to him. Kept in at the blue line by Blazak now as he gets leveled there. Able to stay on his skates there, balanced on the back skate. This one cleared out of the zone. Bennett going back to get it. Getting beat out along the boards there by Wojcic as he goes down, and Bennett got cross-checked in the face. A big save there by Givarowski. No penalty on the play. We continue. Flom with it at the blue line. Down to Wojcic again. Back up to Flom. Flom looking. That shot gloved down by Givarowski. Able to see it through traffic.
Interesting decision there with the no call on the cross-checking behind, but still, Bronx able to read it out, and Trevor with the glove save.
Face off one back there by the Bronx. They're able to lift it up and out as Marin lays a hit on the crane. And as the puck was walked in by Vecchio, we'll get a whistle here for offside.
Once again, quick whistles.
Vecchio with the face-off win gets it into the zone. McDermott with it now across to Cusimano. He rings this one around. Marin to chase on it. Crane there as well. He lays the hit on to Marin. Kenna comes in to help him. Puck pinned there just below the near side hash marks. No team can really dig it out right now. Finally, it pops out to McDermott, but he's not able to keep it in the zone. Adelberg going back to retrieve this one.
Yeah, not far enough for the icing that I think the Bronx really wanted.
In the neutral zone, that one laid in as McDermott gloves it and sticks it away. Cusimano there along the boards. Schneider able to come and help him. Nice little flip pass to McKeach. McKeach the other way. Into the zone. He fires a shot. Waffleboard, and Schneider had his stick lifted. Was looking for a call, as was Padula, as this one dumped in again by McKeach.
And Schneider would have had a great look there at the rebound, too.
This one taken away by Schneider. They're trying to press hard for the puck as it's taken back out by Crane. Crane plays it to Kramer. He dumps in. Givarowski comes out to play it, wraps it back around for Rauch, and it's cleared. This one lofted into the Bronx end. Padula looking for Schneider, able to find him. Tried to dance through the defense, had it broken up, and it's taken out of the zone.
Good pass from Padula there.
And Wainvig able to get a stick on it there. Has to go back and get it, sends it to Padula. Padula looking for Rauch, gets a stick on it, pokes it forward. In the neutral zone, flips back behind Wainvig. He has to go back and get it with Penn all over him. Plays it around to Padula. Padula tries to find Rauch, but opts to just clear it. Out of the zone to Engelman. Lipinski to Engelman. That one across. Now it's center ice for Suker with a burst of speed. Trying to get by Engelman. Suker with it. Looking to get the shot off. Fought off by Hooper there.
Great job by DJ fighting for Blue Hens.
Padula with it at the blue line. Was looking to go in front. Turnaround shot by Suker. Glove down by Hooper. And as you were saying that, Eric, Cercio had Evan right on the doorstep all alone, but a pass broken up in front.
I think that's what the Bronx were really looking for, was to do a little deja vu with Dom and TJ.
Definitely for sure, as this line of veterans for the Bronx powering this team. Cusimano to McDermott, not able to handle the puck. Tried to play it away, taken by Evan at center ice. Now to Cusimano. Plays this one forward, poked off by Cercio. Now taken away by Flom.
This has been a great period so far for Dominic Cercio. All over the ice.
For sure, as this one taken by Flom. Had it poked away by Suker. McDermott with it now. Trying to get it to TJ Evan, couldn't do so. Evan with it now, able to get the clear. No icing on the play, it was tipped. Referees wave it off. Dom trying to poke it away from Blazek. They come together. Back the other way now. McDermott gets it over to Cercio. Has Zito looking. That one was crashing towards the net. It's broken up there by Engelman again and cleared.
There were a couple Blue Hens in front. Engelman was the one to get his stick on it and clear it all the way down.
And no icing on the play. It's waved off by the referees. Under 14 to go, and McDermott puts on the handles to get away from an oncoming attacker, and that one dumped in by Blazak. Zito and Pape to chase, wrapped around Blazak, able to keep it in only for a moment there as it's taken by Klein. Pape there on the back check, able to get it away. Blazak trying to get their burst of speed, looking to get there in the foot race, puts a shot on over the bar. That had a lot of mustard on it as it's taken by Sharp now and cleared.
An absolute laser from Blazak.
And a nice hit by Pape there at his own blue line on the opposite side as it was dumped in. Bronx starting to get a little physical here. Udell with it, looking to find someone in front as we're going to get a penalty now on the play as Bender got cross-checked up high. That's the third or fourth time he's taken a high glove to the face, and now they finally call it as it seems like Mihalos will go to the box here. And they're going to call this a high sticking call instead of a cross-check. I'm a little surprised by that.
Bender filling in. What he has done very well this game is draw penalties. That's the second or third one he has drawn. And the Bronx will go back to the man advantage.
And it seems like someone lost a mouth guard there. Opted to just throw it back into the bench there was Suker. So Bronx to the power play yet again. Padula to Suker, had it bounce away from him, and it's cleared quickly by Udell. Gavorowski uses Padula as a screen. Evan trying to get to the loose puck, able to do so. Evan walking across the blue line. Has to pull up, looking to get set up now are the Bronx. Puck played around. Evan trying to get it back to Cercio. Pitches it back down to Evan. Back to Cercio. Bronx set up now. Padula with it. Back to Cercio. Cercio and Padula swap places. Now to Padula. Looking. He fires that one. Fought off by Hooper. Puck still loose in the slot. On the rebound. Gloved up as well. McKeach was trying to bury it there right in front of Hooper. But he's able to shut the door again.
I think everybody assumed that Hooper held on to that puck, and that's why nobody really went for it.
Face off one back by the Bronx, up to Cercio at the blue line, trying to turn around, feeds it across to Padula. Looking, walking in, he fires a shot, was looking for the rebound for McKeach there in the slot. Cercio with it again. To Padula. Padula to Suker. He gets a shot off, looking to go back to Padula. They swap places. Now to Suker again. Suker pinned up, finds McKeach. Now to Evan. Below the goal line. Over to Suker. 52 seconds left to go on the power play. Suker with it to Evan. Evan behind the goal line looking for options. Has that one bounce off the high glasses. Cercio gets hit and it's cleared. Goats the other way. Opts to just lay that one in and get the change off.
He had Padula right in front of him.
Padula on it again. Up to Evan. Evan goes back to Cercio. Bronx looking for one last chance here with 25 seconds left to go on the power play. Cercio with it, walking and looking to shoot. He does that one, fought off by Hooper. And this one cleared out of the zone as Vecchio able to get by Padula, but Pape able to get there on the back check.
Cercio sliding and taking that shot.
Pape sends that one across to Blazak. Blazak, 5 seconds left to go here on the power play. Padula with it now. Gets across center ice and dumps in, and we're back to 5-on-5. Will we see overtime again here in this one as Schneider walking in? That shot fought off. Last Bronx game against Maryland here at home went into overtime on Military Appreciation Night as McDermott able to keep that in. And bouncing puck goes up into the netting for a whistle with 10:42 left to go in the third.
I think one of the Bronx want to avoid overtime as much as possible in this. 10:43 left to go. Period number 3. Shots on goal 33-17 in favor of the Bronx.
Face off one there by Udell trying to clear quickly and go the other way. That puck taken by the Blue Hens again. Bounces off Edelberg. Bounces forward, taken into the zone there. looking to shoot. That one goes over the bar. That shot there from Sharp went over top as McDermott with it. Lost the handle as Klein picked it back up. That one down low. Sharp with it again. Good job by Kenna on the tie-up, taken by Bennert back out on the ice. Bennert opts to dump in, has Edelberg with him. Tries to go back to Bennert. It bounces away from him. Kenna applying some pressure now as Sharp has it. Taken away by Kenna. He fires that one, blocked in front by Kramer. Udell with it again, up to Sharp. Marin tried to lay the check in as Edelberg there as well, able to get a stick in and play it away. McDermott with it. McDermott up to Kenna. Has Rauch behind him. McKenna with it to Rauch. He fires. Hooper makes the save. And McKean and a Udell player came together that looked like it was Joey Engelman is back the other way. Penn had that one knocked away by Cusimano. Now Padula with it. Padula in his own end. Plays this one to Rauch. He's able to get it up to Schneider. Schneider tries to get by Crane. Couldn't do it as Schneider corralling it in the neutral zone.
He was able to get by Crane. He would have had a nice 2-on-1 with McCain.
Schneider trying to break through. Driving all the way around. Has Cusimano at the blue line. Lost the handle of it and hit the deck. Cusimano not able to keep it in. Plays this one up to Rauch. Rauch looking for Schneider. Had it knocked away. Goats with it across. Vecchio there. Lays that one up. Kept in the zone by the Bronx. McKean's not able to handle that one. Turned up and around. Kept in by Cusimano. And now it finally goes off the skate there of Crane and comes out.
Bronx got a lot of key zone time there.
Yeah, for sure. Had a lot of pressure there here on Udell as shots now up to 33 for Ryder. 17 here for Udell, looking to add to it on the doorstep. Givorowski with 3 big saves. Able to shut the door on the first chance and got the 2 rebounds as a 2-on-1 here. Cercio with it, has Evan with him. Cercio tried to go for the toe drag and play it across. Couldn't do it. Cercio has a bouncing puck over to Evan on the backhand. It goes wide. Suker comes in to get it in the corner. Puck now bounces over to the other side. Kept in the zone by Bennert. Only for a second as 2 players went down, now taken out by Vecchio. Vecchio trying to get by Cercio, able to get a stick in there to knock the puck away. Now taken up by Suker. Suker into the zone, has McDermott with him. They nearly came together and tripped over each other as Vecchio has it. Vecchio and Cercio collide as it goes back the other way. Olensky with it, laid that one back, big blast, fought off by Givorowski. And that one gloved down in front, trying to get the shot off, looking to do so, walking, it goes off the iron. Udell with some quality chances here. That was Kramer looking for his second, as it's taken by McDermott and cleared. Blazak back the other way, has Zito with him, 2-on-1. Blazak, he fires, and he scores! Alex Blazak able to squeeze one past Joey Hooper and gives the Bronx their first lead of the game.
A fiery shot from Blazak on 2-on-1. Beautiful. A nifty, nifty move, and just the laser to put the Bronx ahead 3-2.
First lead for the Bronx tonight comes at a extremely crucial moment here in this game. Just under 7 minutes to go, and the Bronx take the lead 3-2. Udell coming back hard, though, as that one trickles wide. That was Stam who was looking for Wojcic in front. Wanvig. That one across to Pape, not able to handle it. Stam looking in front, it goes wide. This one taken by Blazak and cleared. Goes back to Engelman. Wojcic dumps in. 34 shots on goal for the Bronx. If you've listened to us a couple times, you know our magic number 35. It's been a while since we mentioned it. A couple of games since we've said it as Givorowski fights that one off. Bouncing puck goes over the net. Wanvig there. Moves it up to Marin. Avoids the check. Marin able to get it up and out 2-on-1 the other way. Kenna has Edelberg with him. Kenna fires a shot on, and it's gloved down by Hooper. Able to make the save with 6 minutes left to go in the third.
Edelberg was trying to get by Engelman. Couldn't do it, and that forced Kenna to take that shot.
Schneider on the draw, back to McDermott, now to Cusimano. That shot redirected in front by a few people. McKeach with it now. To Schneider. Avoids the check, tried to play it out, but it's taken by Udell and cleared. McDermott going back to get it, has Klein pressuring him hard, came in fast with a lot of speed. McDermott with it again. Able to split through Sharp. Tried to get the shot off, couldn't do it as Cercio, or I should say as Schneider goes into the corner. Goetz with it, not able to get it out. McKeach keeps it in. Bouncing puck, and Rauch is just going to dump it back as the Bronx will have to reset.
Great job there by McDermott, taking it in on his own.
Cusimano behind his goal, looking for McDermott now. 5 and change to play here in the third period. A 3-2 game in favor of the Bronx. This one played up and out of the zone. Vecchio across. Sends this one over, looking to shoot. That one fought off by Trevor again. A scramble in the slot as players went flying. Cercio there. Good stick left there on Vecchio as it goes into the corner.
Very well done there from Dom. A lot of players in front of the net.
And is taken by Evan, was looking for a call. Evan the other way. Has Cercio with him. Suker there as well. Cercio got his stick lifted there by Lipinski as Cercio got, or excuse me, as Suker got dumped. Good back check there by Bennett as this one just lofted in onto Hooper. And he's going to cover as things starting to get pretty chippy here in this one, which we kind of expected.
No team can afford to take penalties at this stage of the game. Considering the Bronx only have a 1-goal lead, both teams need to kind of watch what they could be doing. I mean, Delaware doesn't want to end up on the penalty kill. But again, if you're the Bronx, you don't want to give Delaware any chances.
Yeah, for sure, as this one kept in on the faceoff by Zito. Tried to jump for it. It goes out of the zone. To Midas with it. Looking toe drag shot. Givorowski able to hold on with 4:12 left to go here in the period.
Zito lunging like a shortstop to try to knock that puck down, just a little out of reach for him.
Bronx now up to 35 shots as that one blocked there by Zito. He gets knocked down, was looking for a call. The whole Rider bench was, as this goes back up to the blue line. That shot through traffic. 2 big saves by Trevor again.
I think Trevor wanted to kind of hold that first one steady.
And this one cleared by Papis. To Midas hit the deck. Bennett able to clear. Goes off the shin pad of Flom. Gets this one up to Kramer. He gets nailed by Padula. Padula with it to Blazak. Looking for Schneider. Goes off the referee. Now over to McKeach. Had it pickpocketed by Flom. Poked away by McDermott. Puck right underneath us at the scorer's table now. Now taken by McDermott. He pulls up, opts to dump in, comes together there over on the other side. There with Penn. Penn had the second goal of the game for the Blue Hens as this one lofted towards the goal and covered up there by Hooper.
Blue Hens won. They got some fresh legs on, which is why they made that backhanded pass back on to Hooper. Speaking of Hooper, with 3 minutes to go, we're going to eventually have to keep an eye on him. See if he leaves the crease.
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely have to see what happens if Udell will pull him for the extra attacker. Cusimano chips this around. Looking for McKeach. He combines with a player. He goes down. Puck taken out of the zone now by Stam. And that one dumped right back in, though. Crane with a collision there in the corner with Schneider, who laid the hit. And it seems like Stam was waiting for the pass there on the other side, was left all alone there by the Bronx. Kept him by Cercio. He sends it back in 2:30 left to go here in this third period.
Very fortunate that Stan was not able to get that pass. That could have been a really good chance at Givarowski.
And a great job by Cusimano there to keep that puck in to kill some more seconds. Vecchio with it. Lays that one across. McDermott going back. Keeping an eye here on Hooper as this one cleared by Evan. Lipinski with it now. That one fed across. Cercio played it forward. Taken now by Stam. Moves that one up. Taken away by Padula again and cleared, and it's going to go down for an icing here on Ryder.
Delaware going to get a really good look here. In the Ryder offensive zone.
Evan here on the draw, able to win it, gets it to Padula. Tries to get it up to Suker, couldn't do it. Evan with it, turns it around. Not sure if anyone got a tip on it. Referees say it did, no icing. Lipinski behind Hooper. Clock winding down, 1:40 left to go here in the third period. Sharp has it taken by Zito, was looking to go to Blazak, was there at the doorstep. Zito still with it, feeds it across. Bennert at the blue line, he fires, and he scores! Jake Bennert with potentially the game sealer makes it a 4-2 game.
A beauty from Bennert right in the breadbasket, putting it right top shelf to give the Bronx the 4-2 lead. A little bit of insurance.
For sure. Definitely some insurance there from Bennert. Ringed it off the post and beat Hooper there, glove side. And we're going to get a timeout here by Delaware.
Timeout, Delaware.
We'll have to see what Delaware can draw up here with a minute 25 left to go here in the third period. Shots 37-23 in favor of the Bronx.
And you're wondering now, when Ryder took that icing about a minute or so ago, if they should have pulled Hooper from the net.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Eric. I was a little surprised when they didn't do it, but I felt it was still maybe a little bit early.
I think they wanted to win the draw more than anything, and when they didn't, that kind of
submarine their plans a little bit.
Forced a change of plans, and it resulted in Bennert getting that goal.
And great effort there by the Bronx to continue pressing and keep that puck in the zone. This one taken out by Schneider and dumped in. Schneider immediately going to the bench, getting McDermott and Zito on. Penn across. Hooper looking to the bench, waiting for the signal. This one dumped in by Wogzich. Wogzich down low. Hooper waiting, taken out by McKean, up off the high glass. Flom keeping it in. 1 minute left to go here in the period as that one goes up into the netting, and we'll get a whistle.
Again, Delaware was comfortably in the zone.
I'm very surprised.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised that Hooper wasn't pulled there.
Because now they're in Hail Mary mode, essentially.
Pretty much, as this one back to Bennett off the draw. Hooper still in his crease as this one taken by Ryder. Now kept in. Hooper staying in his net. And it's going to be cleared back out. Engelman up to Wogzich. Back to Engelman. 40 seconds left to go here in the third period. Flom gets hit by Pape. Taken out. Wogzich with it. Lays that one to Penn. Givarowski makes the save on the rebound, and they score. No goal. It's waved off. It's waved off. Referees wave it off. Wogzich screaming that went in. And I think Nick Padula saved that off the goal line.
That was insanity. And man, it looked like from our perspective that thing crossed the goal line.
And I think Nick Padula just saved that goal.
I think he did as well.
He was the one in there behind Trevor, got there, able to get back into the crease and knock that thing with the stick out of the crease. Right off the line. So this will stay a 4-2 game. My goodness. Face-off won back by Delaware. Penn had it, lost it. Evan with it now, tries to get it to Suker, can't do so. Bronx just trying to pin it down low. Goes around to Padula. Trying to get it out of the zone, can't do it. 10 seconds left to go here in the game as Evan sends that one away. No icing on the play as Suker goes hard into the corner, and time will expire, and the Bronx win 4-2. A come from behind game, and the Bronx pull out the W.
It wasn't pretty, but sometimes it doesn't have to be pretty. You know, in a game with no Eddie Coyne, and he was missed at times during this game. And a little bit of a reshuffle in the deck, no Yeoman. Bronx coming in, getting the 4-2 victory over the Blue Hens.
Yeah, and that is a huge, huge victory here for the Bronx. Weren't able to get a lead in this game until the third period, but a huge victory here for Ryder.
3 unanswered goals. This victory for the Bronx only going to take them higher.
Now up to 15 wins on the season. 15-2-2, and we will be back tomorrow down in Delaware. We'll be making the trip down to Newark to stream that game as well for the rematch between these two teams tomorrow night at 7 o'clock down at Gold Ice Arena. But that is going to wrap it up for us here in this one tonight before we see you tomorrow. Bronx win 4-2, shots 37-24 in favor of Ryder. But that's going to wrap it up for us. My name's Corolla Pascal. He's Eric Johnson, and have a good night, everybody.